let me first address the underlying issue with that, because you brought it up indirectly, and it's the belief and assumption that there's a such thing as common sense. So the first thing I have to help people understand is that there's no such thing as common sense.
Mm-mm.
Your thought process and your philosophies are all learned behaviors, and all common sense, if we really think about it, to us means everybody knows that. The irony, when you say, well, that's common sense, what you're really saying is everyone knows that. Now, the irony in that is we only say that when someone does the opposite of what everyone supposedly knew, which is evidence that everyone does not know that. Now, I say that to say this is why a lot of times we don't talk about the things that we think should be fixed, because we believe that everyone knows that, and now we just feel disrespected. So I want to start with that. So typically we don't bring it up because we think that it's obvious, and because I know it, you know it, and you're just deciding not to do it. Thus, me saying, how can you say you don't love someone and you don't recognize that I look like a totally different person when I come home? That means apparently you should know this and you should see this. That's not true to her. That's a learned behavior or something in my life that causes me to have a perspective. So the first thing I tell people to do is, if you think something is common sense, that's exactly what you need to discuss at that moment. So what I teach people to do is say, hey, when you did this or you didn't do this, this is the way I took it. Is that the way you meant for me to take it? Now, this person, and what you're going to do is 9 times out of 10, they can be like, whoa, that is not what I meant when I said this, or I didn't say this. And then they're going to counter with their perspective and their point of view. Now you understand where they're coming from. You've gained intimacy and wisdom on how they look at things from that point of view, and you might adopt their philosophy or thought process now. Or, because there is that rare chance where people are like, that's exactly how I wanted you to receive it. And now you have the right to be upset.
Right.
Now you have the right to say whatever it is that you were ready to say, or you had built up or whatever, and get whatever it is off your chest, because they've validated your assumption, which was a negative one towards you or an attack towards you. And you need to check whatever that is